So yeah, we're going to be talking about some stuff. Whole bunches of stuff.
Things.
So, why don't we start off with what happened last Sunday during the Walking Dead finale. There's 2 Halo 5 Guardians story trailers that dropped. One kind of has, Spartan Locke going up to Chief. Chief has a huge bullet hole in his armor. Chief's about to fucking die, and Spartan Locke has... Both of them have this incredible monologue. And it's basically reverse roles. So then the other one, Chief, is coming up to Locke, who's all fucked up, and they're under this statue of Chief, and everything's torn to shit. They also revealed that the game comes out October 27th. So let's talk about these trailers.
I think it makes it really interesting when you look at both of them. Even though I know most likely they're just story trailers, they're not actually like canon. But the way it sounds like the thing that I really took from it was like the destruction around them is kind of like both their faults. Like even though Spartan Locke says it's because of Chief, but he probably did it to try to get Chief, and then so I'm like, that's interesting. So it makes me feel like it's going to be really personal in terms of like an obsession.
Spartan Locke blames all the destruction on of humanity and everything on Chief. He says everything is because of Chief. When it's interesting because Chief's doing it at all costs to protect humanity. Because he's a soldier, Like at the end of Halo 4, how he says he's a soldier, he'll do whatever. Then he questions it about him being a machine, and it gets really deep at the end of Halo 4. I think, too, I just think the whole campaign's going to play out kind of interesting. You get to play, they said Spartan, you play as Spartan Locke in the trailer, or in the game, I mean. I don't think they're going to do it like a Halo 2 Arbiter Master Chief situation. I think it's going to be completely different. I think you're going to have 2 completely intertwining things, kind of almost Tales from the Borderlands like. So
that'd be cool, like to see both sides of the story, because I mean, it'd just be interesting.
And I also think from this trailer, I think some type of cataclysmic event is going to happen.
Oh yeah,
something really bad is going to happen in this game. And also, Chief 343 said that Cortana shows up in this game in some way. So
I am interested to see how this story between Locke and Chief plays out, because it seems like that's really the main focus of this game. Yeah, is that interaction between those 2.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the idea of the truth. What is the truth of everything? Yeah. So it makes it kind of, again, like I was saying, no person's abstained of guilt for everything that has happened and is happening. So I think that's the thing that intrigues me. Because in a way we've always, just because you've always played as him, you always look at Chief as the hero. But then when you get to see the other side, like
Chief has done some pretty cataclysmic things.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I just like how 343 is getting really deep into Chief as a character, because Chief's kind of a bland character in the trilogy, and now they're getting deeper into him. It's weird to hear him talk so much.
Yeah, but you never really heard Chief.
In the first game, he doesn't really speak that much. I know same thing in the second game. The third game, he speaks a little bit more. Yeah. But 4, God, he's talking all over the place.
Yeah. And you don't really ever get to see his face ever. So.
See his eyes at one point, that's like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see that changing. I like the idea. I mean, the idea of Chief is that he can be anybody.
Yeah.
And so...
Yeah.
That's one of the things. I don't think they'll ever, full-on show face. Or at least I don't think they should ever full-on show face because of that.
I also think some weird thing, because at the beginning of Halo 4, there's somebody that's, questioning Dr. Halsey, who created the whole Spartan program and created Cortana and all that stuff. So I think Oni's going to play a big part of it too, because Oni is not, they're affiliated with the UNSC. They're their separate thing. So I just think it's going to be interesting. So
Should be fun.
10/27/15.
Which is interesting. Like, how do you guys feel about that release date?
I mean, it's...
Halo games typically release in November.
I think it's good because, I mean, everything else releases in November. It'll probably come out, like, a week or so before everything else, so...
Because what usually released in October?
I mean, Assassin's Creed, for the most part, has. But...
Battlefront will probably be in October.
So, I mean, I don't think it'll have too much... I mean, it'll be in that time period, but then, like, of actual things coming out, like, literally at the same time, I don't think there's going to be too much.
I mean, the last major October releases I remember are, like, Borderlands 2 was a big October release.
Almost every Assassin's
Arkham
Creed.
City was a big October release. And the Assassin's Creed games.
Yes.
Which I thought usually came out, like, early November.
No, I mean, the... Late October, late...
I guess they are technically like late October.
Late October. It just said the most recent one got pushed back, so...
Yeah. I mean, we can also tie this in, too, that Microsoft delayed Quantum Break out of 2015. It's now going to come out in 2016 officially. Damn it. Will Halo 5 get delayed?
I don't think they will. It's like... Because, like, they can afford to delay Quantum Break because Quantum Break... It's a new thing. It's experimental.
Yeah.
Whereas Halo 5, it's like,
this is Halo.
You know what? I don't know how else to word it. It's like Quantum Break is a little bit more of a jump, whereas
but couldn't you have said the same thing about Uncharted and about Zelda, and they got delayed just because it's their big thing doesn't mean.
True.
I think this game's going to come out on time because I feel 343's probably been working on this game for a long time.
Yeah.
But if they're having problems with the servers and the matchmaking before this game launches, they need to delay it. Because, I mean, if this game comes out and it's broken,
and it's like the Master Chief,
then that just literally is going to ruin it.
What they should do is this summer, or like August, have one last beta.
Yeah, they do.
And have a big open beta. Really push your servers.
Because judging from the multiplayer, I just feel this game's really far along because there was a lot of really incredible stuff from that beta, and that was back in like December and early January. Like the sound design was spot on.
Yeah.
You know, the visuals were great. The gameplay was great. So I feel like they've probably been working on this for a long time. So, yeah, and I feel that too. Microsoft has by far the best lineup of games this fall over Nintendo and Sony.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Halo,
they have Forza 6, they have Halo 5, they have Tomb Raider, they have Fable Legends, and they said that there's more that they're going to announce that comes out this year.
Oh yeah, because I mean
Probably be out this fall.
that's usually like half of what E3 is. So.
I mean, it's pretty crazy, but I'm beyond excited for this game. I mean, probably once Batman comes out, like, this is my most anticipated game for the rest of the year. I won't even turn my PS4 on for a while.
I can't wait to get my tax return and get my Xbox One.
Yeah. So, let's also move on to the Nintendo Direct that happened. Let's talk about some of the stuff that Nintendo announced. So Nintendo also recently just delayed Zelda, so I feel like they kind of did this to be like, hey, we still have some games. Let's talk about those games type of things. Mario Maker is going to release in September.
Okay.
Yoshi's Woolly World is to release this fall, and there's going to be like special yarn Yoshis that's going to be green, blue, and pink.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I
was thrown off by that. I mean, I hope they have like other use, because I mean, if they're just like if it's like just like a special Yoshi, you can get that'd be pretty cool. But I hope like it's not like, hey, I mean, you can put this in another game, but the only game that it has real heavy application for is Woolly World, and then it's like kind of like what they do with like Mario Kart and stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, you can get a skin for your Mii or something like that. Like I hope there's a lot of stuff involved in that.
Well, the Amiibo integration with Yoshi's Woolly World is to put your fucking yarn Yoshi in, and then there's another Yoshi that comes up. Basically, it's like co-op without co-op.
Okay.
Type thing. Like, you can play with another person, but if you're playing by yourself, they said, when they were showing this off in the direct, they said you can scan it in, so you have another Yoshi. So when you're even playing by yourself, you're not alone. I just thought so.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Puzzle and Dragons and Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Edition is coming out May 22nd. Splatoon comes out May 29th, and that's getting amiibos. 3. There's Ink Boy, Ink Girl, and the Squid thing. So that's cool, I guess. And the amiibos functionality with that game is you scan your amiibo in and you get like special missions and stuff, basically.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting because I feel that if you don't care about amiibos, but you like Nintendo games, you're going to have to start caring about amiibos because now they're gaining content off.
Oh yeah. So now it's like, hey, you have to get an amiibo to play this, which is especially with one like that. Especially with stuff like that.
Yeah.
If it was like you just have to have a Mario amiibo and you get special stuff, then yeah, I'd be fine because
But here's the thing.
Mario's easy to find. Whereas that, like I was just saying with like Yoshi, it has the major application in that game, but then it's just like side stuff you might not even use for another game. So I'm like, I don't know if I'd buy an amiibo for, I mean, maybe besides Smash, because I mean that's the main reason I get it, but like for one game.
Look at how hard it is to get amiibos. Like that's something that they'll have to be constantly putting out. Like they don't constantly put out amiibos, and for something like that has like actual game content on it, you don't think that's going to be in high demand?
Like I just feel that if you're going to start doing that type of stuff, then you have to make enough of the fucking amiibos.
Yeah. Like, or you have to be able to at least be constantly rolling them out. And not just,
don't make them handcrafted. I mean, maybe find a way to actually just, I mean, I know it's all future and some people don't like that, but find a way to just make them out of a factory or whatever. And then,
it's present, dude.
It's present.
That's what they do now.
But I'm saying, but that's not what. But I mean, no, all amiibos are handcrafted.
All amiibos are handcrafted.
All amiibos are handcrafted, so just pump them out like on a fucking factory.
Or just hire more people and make more.
Yeah.
More jobs.
Let's talk about amiibos because this is some interesting stuff. So they announced the Splatoon and the Yarn Yoshi amiibos. They also announced the next wave of Smash Brothers amiibos. Wave 4 comes out May 29th. Greninja is exclusive to Toys R Us, Ness is exclusive to GameStop, and Jigglypuff is exclusive to Target, all of which are already sold out. Jigglypuff sold out in 7 minutes. Greninja sold out in 30 minutes. And Ness crashed GameStop's entire system. Wave 5 comes out in July and is Dark Pit and Palutena. Wave 6 comes out in September and is Olimar, Bowser Jr., Dr. Mario, Zero Suit Samus, and Ganondorf.
That's some interesting ones.
Also, Nintendo announced Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for the 3DS. That's coming out this fall, and that's going to be the first game to use amiibo cards. So there's these special cards that you scan in. I didn't really understand the point of that game, to be honest with you, because all it is the home designing aspect of Animal Crossing. And then you scan these cards in, and then people come and hang out in your home.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they'll show more off of it, but I was just kind of confused by it. I just, like, why don't you just make a new Animal Crossing game? But, I don't know. So, and you guys excited for any of these amiibos?
I'd get Ganondorf, maybe then I'd pick up Zelda as well, and Sheik.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe
Didn't
Dark
Zelda
Pit.
already come out?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, yeah, but I mean, now I have, the Triforce.
I'd get
Oh, wow.
I'd get Ganondorf. Who else was on that? It was Ganondorf, and then I'd be interested in Dark Pit.
Yeah.
Dark Pit would be cool, and then fuck, what was Zero Suit Samus maybe?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I really want, to me, I'm down for Ganondorf, Zero Suit Samus, and Dark Pit. Dr. Mario might be cool. And I really want Greninja.
Yeah.
But good
So
luck.
Sam, if you go and there's like 4 there that day, like I'm pretty sure all of us will like pay you or scan or
I'm
something.
gonna
Yeah.
get one for me. It's competitive.
You get
You would piss so many people off if you grabbed like 4 and just tried to buy 4. Like, yeah, I got
I would
this.
sell them outside the store. Charizard already came out, right?
Charizard's in Wave 4, May 29th.
Yeah.
And but he's not exclusive to anywhere. Like, I mean, he's going out everywhere.
What are some of the other ones that are coming out everywhere for Wave 4?
Wario, Pac-Man, Lucina, and Robin.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick up Lucina.
Yeah. Most of these are cool. I mean, I like most of these characters that they're doing. They also said that Mewtwo is going to get an amiibo, and Lucas is going to get an amiibo when
I would eventually get a Mewtwo one.
Yeah, me too. Are you stoked for any of these new ones?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like
Made another one.
No, they start putting out like more games where they use them and stuff.
Yeah,
and makes it
exactly. Is the whole amiibo thing getting out of hand? It's just something that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Like, now they have Yarn Yoshis that once made a Yarn, and they have Splatoon ones and Super Mario. I'm like,
And
Jesus Christ.
I think, I mean,
Like,
if you're really into collecting, that's cool. But I think like they're trying to put out too many amiibos for special occasions.
Yeah.
Like, if there was really something special about like the Super Mario amiibos that were different from the Smash Bros. Amiibos, and maybe, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I can maybe understand getting like a wool Yoshi, and then like basically that being like a limited that's like that idea there. That's okay to me to be like a limited thing they only put out for a little while, because it's like, yeah, you can get a normal Yoshi, but then here you can have this for a little while. But like, yeah, for like Splatoon, like I said, like I was saying, for games like Splatoon and like just games that like it's gonna use the amiibo support, but then like the amiibos are really not gonna have that much to do with games outside of that. Then it's a little much.
Yeah.
I think another problem they're doing is they're putting out too many new amiibos too quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they could be actually, if they just slowed down a little bit and put out, stuff they've already done and just made more of those and kind of slowed the income a little bit, they'll actually make more money in the end.
Or like just half it, like take like half of the ones they're putting out now, and then just be like, all right, boom, here are the old ones that are coming out that we're gonna put out again for this time period. So it's almost like
yeah,
I would think about it like how Zerd does it, where it's like, in a way, it's like every time a new wave of amiibo comes out, after a while, once they run out of ideas, it's all old ones. But it's like here, but then for limited time, here's the old ones that you can get them restocking. It's like,
yeah. I mean, and they also need to stop with this whole retailer exclusive bullshit, because
yeah,
it's just literally cutting down on the people that would actually buy it. And it's just, I just feel they're like artificially creating demand when they really don't need to. There's enough people that want
there's enough demand. Trust me, Nintendo, there's enough demand
it's
for
just,
these.
It's just dumb to me that here's something that's making them a ton of money, and they don't make enough of it when their hardware and software isn't selling as good as they used to. It's just like, yeah. What are you doing? Anyways, there's a free-to-play Pokemon Rumble World on the 3DS April 8th. I don't know why they keep making these free-to-play Pokemon games. They just kind of make no sense to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, you go around, you can go around, beat different Pokemon, beat the shit out of other Pokemon. It's all real-time action. It's no turn-based thing.
huh,
Interesting.
whatever.
I don't know. Mario Kart 8's getting a free 200cc update. Also getting new costumes.
Villager track.
And also, the second DLC comes out April 23rd. The second DLC is going to have 3 new characters, 4 new vehicles, and 8 new tracks. One of them is an Animal Crossing themed track, kind of like the Legend of Zelda themed track was in the last one. So, I'm excited for that. I think I'm even more excited for the 200cc.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's
because
gonna
you're
be
it's faster and it's harder.
What's the other track?
The Animal Crossing.
Yeah, besides Animal
We don't know.
Yeah, they haven't said. They only said here's the special one. That's
I imagine because this is coming out in 3-4 weeks now that they'll slowly,
tell us.
They'll
probably do another game, because they did Legend of Zelda and they did F-Zero.
Yeah.
So I won't be surprised if they throw another.
A Star Fox track would be cool.
That'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
Like what?
Have Pokemon
going around the tower
Yeah,
and
oh,
going
man,
to
that'd
the
be
city
sick.
and stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like a Grand Prix sort of thing.
They probably won't do it.
Yeah.
A Star Fox track.
I can see again that would make sense with Star Fox coming out. Be like, boom, Star Fox track.
Or like some sort of like Metroid.
Yeah, just, I mean, those. I mean, we could just rattle through Nintendo exclusives that they could do. But
Ben Stiller's house.
Yeah.
Lancaster City.
You go around the statue a bunch of times. You go around the statue a bunch of times. That's about it.
Yeah.
But there's no road around the entire statue. It's
Yeah.
sidewalk. How are you gonna get up on the sidewalk?
You can do
You jump it.
You jump it.
Stunt jump.
Can't hit people.
Yeah. I'm excited for this, man. This is good DLC. This is good bang for your buck.
Rhombus. That's the stupidest name for a dick. Rhombus.
Let's see.
Alright.
Attack on Titan's Humanity comes out this May for 3DS. You guys seem excited about that. What is Attack on Titan?
It's one of those.
Is it an anime?
Anime. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
one of those animes that got really, really popular for some reason.
the English dubs.
It's like
But
this
you
show
but you gotta
about
watch the
people
Japanese
that
dub
live
with the
inside
English
these
subtitles.
walls, and there's these big titans that just start attacking.
They eat people, apparently.
And then
So there's this group of like militia, you could say, that like kill them and stuff.
So you're going to be fighting
People die and
Titans
stuff.
like Shadow of the Colossus?
That could be interesting.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I don't really
3DS.
know what the game's gonna entail though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they didn't really show too much off.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer was just like, hey, this is it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah. It's being made by Atlas, which is interesting. Fatal Frame 5 is coming to the Wii U. And Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem comes out of nowhere. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't even know that.
I mean, it's
I got
it's.
nothing out of that.
I got that it's a crossover, and I assume it's gonna be some kind of fighting game. So.
But I didn't see like any Fire Emblem characters I actually recognized in that.
Well, they were in the beginning, like the early beginning of it. I saw a couple.
That looked nothing like Marth.
Yeah. So this is like a Wii U exclusive that will probably come out next year. This is being made by Atlas too.
It'll be huge in Japan and probably not do very well here.
Probably. But
It'll be one of those
I don't
things,
know,
that's
man.
just, and then we're like, give us more.
I think people want it to be like a Fire Emblem game with Shin Megami Tensei characters.
But now they're making it the opposite.
But it's like,
Yeah.
it's a completely new game with some like Japanese pop soundtrack going on. It's just weird, man. I don't know.
Walking around like the city part.
Yeah.
There's one part of this guy is looking out at the city and it's like flooded or something.
Like the
that looked cool, but otherwise,
Yeah,
like,
they had good visuals.
it's just basically everyone just showing appearances and stuff. Like it would be like a WWE game where all they showed was just
The
people
entrance.
coming out to their songs, all the entrances. And it's like, what about the rest of it?
And
That
that's
is kind of what it did seem like.
That's what it basically was.
Yeah.
It certainly had pretty visuals, but I mean,
I don't know if that's enough.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe
Maybe we find out more
Let's
about
do
it.
like a WWE crossover Fire Emblem.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
Dude, they should start putting fucking WWE characters in Smash.
Yes.
John Cena.
Oh, bring in like the
No,
Japanese
no,
crowd and the
we all
American
WWE,
crowd.
like
Bret
the,
Hart.
like the Ultimate Warrior.
Like Bret Hart. Put Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm game for that.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
Mewtwo is coming to Smash Brothers April 28th.
Oh, cool.
Mewtwo is going to be $4.
Okay.
No, $4
Yeah.
for just one of the versions.
I thought you said $3.99.
Well,
Yeah.
Basically $4.
It's $3.99.
Whatever.
It'll be $4.99 if you want it for both the 3DS and the Wii U version. So you get a fucking discount. Yeah.
But it's not coming to the 3DS version. It's only six.
It's coming to both.
Oh, okay.
Is that like through the eShop and like it downloads and up? Oh,
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Also,
Mewtwo. Fucking Mewtwo.
Lucas is joining. Lucas is from Mother 3, I think. Like the whole Earthbound bullshit.
Also,
Yeah.
they're actually bringing another character besides.
Yeah.
Mewtwo?
I mean, I feel Lucas is like a deep fucking cut into Nintendo, man. Like I don't know who Lucas was. I know
Lucas.
who
Yeah, I
Ness
mean, Lucas is.
Lucas is basically the clone of Ness.
Basically, I mean that's probably because Lucas was in one of the other games.
Lucas was in Brawl.
Yeah, Lucas was in Brawl. So I mean,
both Lucas and Master.
I mean, it would make sense maybe if they just did that. They brought back some of like the older cool characters. Like I mean,
like Roy. People have been calling for Roy from the old Fire Emblem games for a while.
Top 3 characters you want them to have in Smash Bros.
Which you can go to the website and actually fill that out. So, but yeah.
Top 3. I'd say. Might put me on the spot. I'd say Waluigi, just because they have Wario. Why not throw
He was
Waluigi?
on that list from Game Informer.
But he's an assist trophy, so why would they do that?
But I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it's realistic. I'm just throwing the idea out there. I'd say put. I'm trying to remember. I'd say put like Impa. That'd be cool from Legend of Zelda. Maybe. And
on the input, yeah.
The only other person that I could honestly think would be cool would be to put like Daisy back in, or since they the tropical, put Cranky Kong or something like it's just add another Donkey Kong character or something.
Yeah.
I mean, my list is not that imaginative, but
Blastoise, Spyro, and
But Spyro's not
the
necessarily
singer of Skeletonwitch.
I
I don't know who else.
Blastoise would be
Tim
fun.
Allen. Put in Tim Allen.
That's just fun. It just blows everybody across.
When he guards, he like pulls up a fence, basically. Jesus Christ. I would want Bayonetta. A lot of people are saying Shovel Knight, and I'm totally down for that. If you just like jump on people with a fucking shovel.
like your final smash.
Or you're down B. You're down B. So when you're up in the air, just shovel.
That would be awesome. And
Mike Tyson. Because you have a Little Mac, might as well throw Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Ray
Like,
Rice.
I think there's a couple like. Yes, I'm just gonna go with that. Ray Rice. It's fucking awesome, dude. Or Adrian Peterson. Get a fucking Switch. That's fucked up. Whatever.
Table. Put in a table. Yeah, put John Cena in there. Or Kane.
Put fucking Sora in Smash Brothers. I know Sora.
WWE.
Kingdom Hearts is more PlayStation,
But I mean,
it's been on Nintendo systems before. That'd be sick.
That'd be interesting. Actually, that would be interesting.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that
In
either.
his fucking Smash, he goes into those forms.
Ultimate form or
Fuck
whatever,
shit's up.
final form.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that could be cool. Knuckles. Could be
Knuckles.
interesting. Since you got Sonic.
Oh, well, we talk about normal Knuckles. We talk about new Knuckles, where it's like his upper body is like really, really big and he has short legs. Or we talk about normal Knuckles.
Normal Knuckles.
Okay.
I didn't even know they had a new Knuckles.
In the new Sonic game, they mess with his size.
That's just wrong. And I had a third character. Fuck.
Pick Mario.
Ooh, that's.
Like Young Link.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, bring him back. I feel like Toon Link's kind of fulfilling that role.
That's
They're
true.
basically
Maybe,
they're basically the same character.
Maybe bring back Roy from Melee.
Ice climbers. So you could be an asshole, and if you get people happy because they kill one of the ice climbers, but it's not the main one, so you're still alive.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah. So I find it also interesting that they're still doing DLC for Smash because I thought they weren't at all, and they said they're going to do even more, which
I think
Okay,
maybe
that's
that's
cool.
the
I
idea
think-
of these character votes.
It-
Like, yeah, who would you like to see?
I think it's going to be. It's not going to be like where we have like Mario Kart, where you're getting like a bunch of tracks and a bunch of characters and a bunch of stuff. It's going to be like here's a stage. Or here's like 2 stages. Here's a character. Like it's going to be like because I mean I get it that especially with characters it takes time to get the balancing. So they just spend a lot of time trying to get one character to work and then put them out. So
I would like though if they unlocked all the stages for 8-player Smash. That would be cool.
oh yeah,
Yes.
So
maybe somehow also retain some of the gimmicks. So like you could play the one Donkey Kong one where you get shot into the back of the screen, but then you can't do that on 8-player. Maybe still have that possible for 8-player.
Yeah.
I know that's probably stretching what maybe they can do, but that'd be really
Yeah.
cool. Like,
yeah.
or have that you have the tiny stage
God, no.
And then but you can have the fight on the 2 stages, so it's like
Okay.
And there's Amiibo Tap, Nintendo's Greatest Hits, which you put a fucking Amiibo on your shit and you unlock a timed virtual console demo.
Yeah.
There you go. And I think this is fucking rad. Nintendo 64 and DS games are coming to the Wii U. Right now you can get Yoshi's Island DS and Super Mario 64. They said Yoshi Touch and Go, WarioWare Touch, Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart DS, and Paper Mario are all coming out before the end of April. Nintendo 64 games are $10 to $12, and DS games are $7 to $10.
nice.
It's actually very good pricing.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, because some of them are probably really expensive if you try to find them. So overall, it was an okay direct. I mean, there was some cool stuff. There was nothing mind blowing, but I don't think they should have announced anything mind blowing with
Save that for E3.
E3 like 2 months away.
Save that for E3. If they're gonna be like new Metroid or whatever, the game that a lot of because I mean honestly that's who they're catering to anymore. That hardcore Nintendo fans want.
Yeah.
Boom, new Earthbound. I don't know, something.
Yeah. Anyways, let's finish up some gaming stuff. April's PlayStation Plus games are Ours Awakening, Never Alone, Tower of Guns on PS4, Dishonored on PS3, Killzone Mercenary, and Monster Bag on Vita.
Wait, did I hear that right?
Yeah.
PS4 is Dishonored?
No, PS3.
Oh, damn it. I was like, wait, what?
Dishonored on PS4 would be pretty, but
Yeah. Did you get PlayStation Plus?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I couldn't play The Last of Us anymore.
Yeah.
Is that the way it is with every game?
You can be in parties and you can talk to people and you can update games, but you can't play online. I mean, it's better than Xbox Live. Xbox Live, it kind of restricts everything, whereas that, literally just playing online is the only thing that gets restricted.
That's basically what you're paying for, but then they give you a bunch of free games, and there'll be some pretty hardcore discounts sometimes on games too.
Oh, yeah,
which is nice.
I mean, in the last 2 months they've done 2 10% discount things, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So the only game I've heard of these is Never Alone, or out of the PS4 games. But Stealth Inc. 2, A Game of Clones is coming out for Xbox One and PC. It's later coming out for PS4, PS3, and Vita. Apparently that game's pretty cool. Assassin's Creed Chronicles is a trilogy now. So it's going to be 3 separate games. One set in China, the other one's in India, and the other one's in Russia. The first one comes out April 21st for $10, or you can buy all 3 for $25.
I'm curious as to
So,
because wasn't it that on how that works? Because I know if you pre-ordered Unity, you got Chronicles. For
I thought
free.
it was the season pass.
yeah, for you.
So okay, it's season pass. Okay.
Yeah.
But then, does that only count for the first one then, or does that count for all of them? That's one of my thoughts I have.
I want to see some gameplay of this though.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly see it being like a really small. I almost see it being like what was it, the PSP games they put out a while ago? Because I know didn't they put out like a 2D game for.
They put out a 2D side scroller.
So I mean, I can see it being
for the DS. They have the Bloodlines for PSP.
So yeah. So I can see them doing a 2D side scroller for this. Because I mean, honestly, that's all I see it being.
I don't know. I mean, if it's good, then I'll consider it. But I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I want to see more.
So. Yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition's Jaws of Hacking DLC comes out on all the other systems in May. So that's cool. EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour is coming out PS4 and Xbox One this June.
So Tiger Woods.
So they dropped Tiger Woods and now they're going for Rory McIlroy. Which I'll laugh if Rory if he's
tanks.
if he's just he won a couple majors and now he's just gonna fucking tank. So.
Well, do you
don't
think
know.
they dropped Tiger Woods because of the whole, 25 women on the side thing, or?
I mean, they kept Tiger Woods around even after that.
I think it's
I
just.
think
I
it's
think
more
it's just because this
Tiger
guy's
Woods-
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's more because Rory McIlroy is the best golfer right now, and Tiger Woods
I don't know,
sucks.
because I don't care about
So,
golf, so.
yeah. So, that's that. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is coming to all the other systems that it's not on. So there's that. There's 2 Batman Arkham Knight PlayStation 4 bundles.
And
One is a
sexy.
custom console and a custom controller, which is $450, I think, and the other one is just a regular thing. Both come with the game, though.
But
yeah,
that custom. Oh, I'm
yeah.
so tempted just to trade mine in. Like
I think they blew it though because there's still just a 500 gig hard drive in the fucking thing.
That is true. But that console just looks just sexy as hell.
Yeah, it does look good.
They should just start doing like custom plates, like just
Oh,
like they did with the
yeah.
Xbox, just custom body.
Yeah. I mean, you can pop the one part off, so it would make sense. This is interesting. Microsoft considered giving away the very first Xbox for free, and they thought that it was going to be a casual gamers machine for casual gamers.
Okay.
I mean, I can maybe understand the new console coming in. Maybe they were aiming for that. But then, I mean, I don't think anybody could have predicted how some of those games that came out on that console took off.
Yeah. I mean, it's just funny that they thought it was going to be for casual gamers, yet it is like anything but.
It is the console. If you're going to be like a pro, it's like the console.
So I just thought that was interesting.
But didn't they think Halo wasn't going to do well on that? Like when it came out, like they thought Halo was just like a little one-off thing.
I'm not sure about that. So.
So yeah, there's all that. So let's move on to some fucking tunes, man. Chris Adler will officially be drumming on the new Megadeth album. I'm not sure if he's touring with them, but I know he's just on the album.
Okay, I was that.
Oh, it's not a
And the new guitarist of Megadeth is officially Kiko Loreno of Angra.
Yeah.
So, Angra is a power metal band, and apparently this guy's really fucking good because Dave Mustaine was like, out of all the Megadeth alumni or whatever he called it, you know, basically his revolving door of guitar players that he's had. He's one of the better ones.
All the studio musicians who come in.
Yeah, I guarantee you
all the people who aren't him.
And basically.
He'll probably be like Chris Broderick, and he'll just shred like Chris Broderick did on Endgame, and I'll just throw my hands up in the air and be like, I don't fucking care, write a real fucking solo like Marty Friedman, you twat.
Yeah.
That's what I just am feeling. So I'll have to listen to Angra's stuff though. But Chris Adler drumming is pretty sweet. So hopefully the new Megadeth. To me, getting this guy Chris Adler on boards means that it'll be nothing like Super Collider.
I mean,
it'll be like old school.
Have you seen any of the? They put out a couple things of Chris Adler drumming on like their Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it sounds, you know. There's already like more double bass in like the minute they've showed off than like the entirety of Endgame. It's really funny.
So I'm just excited just because I just have a feeling they'll be a good Megadeth album because I think you pointed out before they go like every other album. It's good.
One album sucks, the next one's awesome. The next album sucks.
It's weird.
It's Dave. Dave gets on his fucking high horse after he writes a good album. He's like, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and then.
Exactly.
I'm just upset that these new guys aren't named Dave, so it could just be officially be Mega Dave.
Yeah.
It should. They should just all sign and like temporarily change their names. Like the Ramones. You have to change your name to Dave when you do it.
Let's see here. Meshuggah is releasing a new album next year, which is fucking awesome.
Cool.
The Devil Wears Prada is signed to Rise Records. I believe they were on Rise before, and they have a new concept EP coming out this summer called Space. And Chris Ruby isn't in the band anymore.
I was thinking the same thing.
Sam?
He basically wrote all their stuff, so I don't know what they're gonna do now.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Why did he leave? Because
He has a family.
yeah, that's what I read.
read.
That's what I was figuring. So, well, I wonder what Space is going to sound like.
If it's anything like how Space is, it's going to be no.
I mean, the
the
last EP they did was fucking awesome. So maybe this one will be awesome.
Apparently, Space is not Silence, by the way.
Oh, damn it.
Why?
Because people like NASA and like other space researching places have pointed like big ass fucking microphones out in space and picked up noise.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
True. interesting.
There's noise in space. You heard it here first.
Well, speaking of space, I was playing Killzone Shadowfall like 2 nights ago. In the second mission, you send a ship into the sun. And then the ship goes into the sun, and you're just floating like really close to the sun. And I'm like, how are you not fucking dying? I don't understand. It was retarded.
It's the light that blinds, though. So.
Yeah.
Fly a ship into the sun, kill yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just fucking weird. Like, everybody's dead on this ship, and they're just like, send the ship into the sun. I'm like, everybody's dead on here.
Richard's the captain, he issues the order.
Send it in the shot.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, there's a thing in Star Wars called the Sun Crusher. It's actually a ship that you fly into a sun, and it basically makes a singularity and, like, destroys it.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
That's interesting. Cattle Decapitation's done writing their new album. And it'll come out this summer.
Let's get brutal.
So I'm stoked on that. Killswitch Engage is officially working on a new album. Whole bunch of shitload of tours. Darkest Hour and Dead to Fall are touring. Darkest Hour is playing all of Undoing Ruin, its entirety. It's Darkest Hour's 20th anniversary tour.
Of being boring.
Yeah, exactly. 20 years of being boring and irrelevant now. Origin, Chrysian, Aeon, Alter Beast, Surreption, and Ingested are on the Devastation of the Nation tour this fall. That's a pretty fucking heavy tour, man. Aeon will rip your fucking balls off. They're kind of a scary band. They're big dudes with lots of hair, and they like sing about Satan all the time and like killing everything and how.
Me and them are gonna get along just fine.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So that's a good tour. And Alter Beast is a good band too. Origin fucking sucks though. So if I went and saw this, I would leave before
They're an
Origin.
Alter Bridge cover band.
They play everything in death metal. Crowbar, Battlecross, and Lord Dying are touring this summer. The Contortionist, Chan, and Auras are touring in May. That's at the Chameleon Club. So that's cool.
It's not far.
Some power metal, Evergrey, Voyager, Borealis, and Oceans of Slumber are touring in August. Anal Necroth, Insight, and Secrets of the Sky are touring.
Oh.
Marilyn Manson and Smashing Pumpkins are touring this August.
I thought that was a typo for a second.
You thought it said
I did.
What?
It's
the
Anal.
band's name is Anal Necroth.
And I thought it said Anal.
It's spelled A-N-A-A-L.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was a typo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have a dirty mind.
we all do.
Yeah. So yeah, Marilyn Manson and Smashing Pumpkins are touring.
Yeah.
That's a weird combo, man.
I thought Smashing Pumpkins didn't exist anymore.
I thought they didn't either.
The
I
fuck?
don't know.
They probably did it for the clip.
They got Richard to sing on
You
vocals.
can still smash pumpkins. That's the same thing.
Despite all my rage.
Yeah. The world is a vampire. Skinless, their first new album in 8 years, is coming out June 2nd. It's titled Only the Ruthless Remain. And the album art is fucking amazing. So Skinless is awesome. Thy Art is Murder's new album, Holy War, comes out June 30th. This one's interesting. Skeletonwitch's singer is no longer a part of the band. He came out and said that he has a severe alcohol problem, and that the band literally left him on tour, and they're just like, fuck you, you're fired, and they finished their tour with him on Mars without him.
Just in instrumentals every night, or?
Yeah. So he then went to rehab, some intense rehab thing. He said that he's not done with music, so I mean, he's a great vocalist. So I would.
Have they gotten somebody else? Because I mean,
Not
I don't see it. I mean, I see it very unlikely. But I mean, if he's serious about sobering up, then I mean,
Yeah,
I see not that much of a reason to not bring him back. I mean,
Yeah.
he kind of is Skeletonwitch.
Yeah, and he said that nobody gave him an ultimatum type of thing, saying like you need to clean your shit up or you're gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
said
just were like,
you're gone.
You're gone type of thing. Which
Or
I don't know.
I mean, if it's that big of an issue, I mean, it's not like. And sometimes, I mean, some people don't listen. I mean, sometimes that might be the only thing. He needed the shock to his system. Like, you're not in the band anymore, so...
Yeah.
Whereas you give him an ultimatum, he'll clean up for a while, but then he's like, I'm just...
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I don't know. They have this guy named Andy Horn filling in on vocals for their European tour.
Andy Horn. Who is that? I've heard that name before. I swear I've heard the name Andy Horn.
Andy Humble.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking something else.
So yeah, I mean, that sucks. I mean,
Andy Horn.
Chance is a cool guy. When we opened up for him at the fucking Champ.
Oh,
Chance?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Chance, his name. Chance.
Oh, maybe that was his last chance to be in the band, and he blew it. He blew his chance to be in the band.
Yeah.
You blew your chance.
Yeah. And talking about irrelevant bands, Conducting from the Grave got rid of their singer Mikey Powell. I mean, seriously, I didn't know that band was still alive. I don't know. So.
Okay, before we get to releases, I have one thing that I forgot to mention last week that I'll say, which was they finally they announced and they showed off a trailer for the Walking Dead spinoff, Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting because very, very minor spoiler for the Walking Dead. When you start it, you know, there's Rick and he gets shot and he goes into a coma for 6 weeks, and so you miss the first month or so of the apocalypse. Whereas this show, one, it's on the other side of the country. You get to see the very beginning of it, which is really interesting. I think the name could be better though. Fear the Walking. I'm like, alright, whatever.
So it's an origin.
It's not really an origin. It's just another story, and they're committed to 2 seasons. There will be at least 2 seasons of the show. And so if it's not,
so is it going to be like a
Same time frame?
It's just like is it going to be like how there's multiple Law and Orders? I know I'm talking about 2 completely different concepts.
Kind of, but I don't see that. There's basically no chance. I mean, the stories coinciding. Okay. I mean, maybe
it's just going to be 2 different things. So are they just trying to cash in on?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. They're hoping that maybe they can start something else. Then, in case The Walking Dead starts to wane, they still have this.
You do a movie.
But if The Walking Dead starts to wane, wouldn't that wane too?
Probably. But I mean,
Wayne.
They're just trying to cash it.
When's it start?
I don't remember.
Is it this year?
I think this. Yeah, because they already have a cast.
Are they going to do it like The Walking Dead's around, the main Walking Dead's around for whatever time period, and then the time period that it's not on, they're going to have this one on, so it's like Walking Dead all the time.
Possibly, because I mean, The Walking Dead they have October, and then it starts up again in February. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, and they start December, and then July or something like that, and then it's Walking Dead all the time, and then Chris Hardwick has something to do on Sunday nights forever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Maybe I'll start watching it. I don't know. I want to start watching some TV shows. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. Releases. There's not too many cool video games out this week, but Dead or Alive 5 Last Round is on PC. Axiom Verge came out on PS4, which apparently that's an incredible game. MLB 15 The Show is out on all 3 of the PlayStation systems.
Aaron Planemento's excited.
Yeah. Well, one thing that they do with the MLB 15 The Show games, or whatever, is the main game mode, The Show, Road to the Show, I think it's called. That save carries over between every game.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is smart, because now it's like, okay, I invested a ton of time into this. The new game's coming out. I would feel more, okay about getting the new one, because I can just carry my shit over with updated player rosters and keep on going.
Yeah, so
that's cool. Neverwinter's on Xbox One. It's like some MMO, I think. Paperbound's on PS4 and PC. Rack and Ruin is on PS4. RBI Baseball.
Oh, I forgot they brought back RBI Baseball.
Xbox One, PS4. I always don't know why you put that on PS4.
You have MLB. It's like, I mean, RBI is like the beginning of baseball games, so maybe there's that kind of nostalgia aspect they're going for.
Yeah. Story of Seasons is on 3DS.
Just do those the backyard shitheads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Remember those games were?
MLB The Street.
Yeah, like they should bring back what they have. Like,
NFL Blitz.
They have NFL Blitz, FIFA Street.
NHL Hits, FIFA.
Didn't they have that in NBA?
FIFA Red Card.
Was it? I thought it was the Street.
FIFA Red Card was like the NFL was the NFL Blitz for FIFA.
Okay.
FIFA Street. There were two different FIFA Streets. There was the its own thing, and like EA's FIFA Street, which I actually like a lot better.
No.
Dude, NFL Street was the shit though. I love that game. They should bring that back. Story of Seasons is on 3DS, which looks very Harvest Moon like. And Tweakedin.
Story of Seasons? Yeah, I just got that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I started my phone.
Is it good?
I haven't really played it much. There's just a lot of talking and stuff in the beginning. It's like I just want my phone.
Yeah.
I just looked down at the bottom of the list and I'm laughing. I'm sorry, I should have looked.
Do you have, like, fucking animals?
Not yet. I just started. I haven't even really started my farm yet. There's like I'm staying with this old lady, and a bunch of people come and keep talking. And it's like, I mean, you know, I just want to like get to the actual game.
Good job. Yeah.
I haven't really done much. I'm just like,
I'm upset that was off camera.
If you
You
get a
slipping?
fucking cow, don't kill it.
Don't do it.
And Tika Waden, or Tweakedin Kiwami is now
Pronunciation.
I don't fucking know it. Nightwish, Endless Forms, Most Beautiful is out. That album is very average. Prawn with Songs from the Black Hole. Thuriaz with The Pulse of Morning. That is an incredible record. And 3 Days Grace put out their new album, Human.
Oh,
I
they
didn't
with
know
their
they
new
were a
single.
band.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they got.
got.
They did have a song on the radio. It sounds not like them.
Yeah.
It sounds very typical metal. Honestly,
Yeah,
it
They
really
should change
does.
the freaking name.
Yeah,
Dun.
like I once, what's his name, Adam?
Adam Gunty.
Once he left the band, I was like, nope,
Yeah,
done with this
pretty
shit.
much.
You know. Dumb band names this week. I got two that I found. One of them is called "Fuck You, Pay Me." They are a hardcore band. They are on. I found them. They're on This Is Hardcore Festival in Philadelphia. So if you guys want to go see "Fuck You, Pay Me,"
That's kind of, it's not as good of a lineup as last year.
no, last year's was really good.
It's funny they could say that, and then it's whenever they go to a show, it's like, yeah, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah. But fuck, they got somebody on This Is Hardcore this year. It's been like their first show in a while. Who the fuck's on it? I know Nails is playing, which is cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I
think.
forget who like the big fucking bands were. And this is bothering me.
Trying to think of who you're
Straight from
thinking
the path.
of.
I don't
Straight
know.
to the path.
Look up the fucking lineup.
Also
And the
parents.
last one, I thought this was just dumb. It's not incredibly funny, but the band name is called Hot Lunch, and the EP is called Slappy Sunday.
That's just funny because it's stupid.
Yeah,
That sounds like it would be an SVE album.
Hot Lunch. I know. So
Both of those sound like SVE albums.
Slappy
Hot Lunch and Slappy Sunday. It's a dual. It's like a dual album release.
Ow.
I'm looking it up.
You looking it up?
looking it up.
Oh.
Website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're just screwing around.
We're just screwing around waiting for you to find your thing so we can end the video.
Misfits are on this year. Bane.
Bane.
Oh yeah.
There's a band for like tough asses. Code Orange is on there. Is it Balba? Slifeless. Yeah, fucking pay me. Absolute Suffering. Eternal Sleep. Oh, that's original. Defeater. Wisdom in Chains. All Out War. Chokehold. The Reunion. Chokehold. Killing Time. Rival Mob. True Love. Breakaway. Cruel Hand. Suburban Scum.
Cruel Hand's really bad now. Cruel Hand has like lead vocals in their music now. It's kind of
Oh.
I go and watch them.
Pro
and
Mags.
get pit.
Cool.
Yeah. Last year was incredible.
Malice at the Palace. That's a funny name.
Last
Yeah,
year,
the Misfits are playing Earth AD in its entirety, so yeah, no, I'm not going for that.
is that like a good album?
It's not bad, it's just not the best stuff.
Is that a fucking what's this Glenn Danzig album?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, though, they had like Unearth and Killswitch Engage and Crowbar and I don't even know.
Title Fight.
Yeah, Title Fight was there.
And then Next Door. Because I was going to go to the show, but I couldn't figure out how to buy tickets. They didn't put it anywhere. It turns out, like, the day of, they were like, oh, you just get tickets at the door. I'm like, well, fuck. I didn't know that. Or else I would have actually planned on going. There's, like, 100th counterparts. Maybe Straight from the Past. Maybe they weren't on that one. I don't know.
I knew.
Yeah.
Wasn't like Expire on it. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that tour.
I couldn't figure out how to get
breakdowns?
tickets, but it turns out it was just they had like each band had like a 15-minute set or something, and then it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all the
Thanks
breakdowns.
for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah.
Yeah.